Hi everybody, welcome back to Once Upon a Tiny Farm. My name's Drew. Today we're back in our 400 square foot garden, and as you can see here, or maybe you can't see, this is a bed of carrots. And this is a really beautiful, perfectly germinated bed of carrots with almost zero weeds. Not sure exactly how that happened. I guess I stayed on top of the weeds for this one. I won't take you over to my market garden where there's a lot more weeds in my carrot rows. But maybe it's because the size of this bed, which is 3 feet wide by 6 feet long, so that's 18 square feet. And we have a lot of carrots in this bed, and I want to see how many bunches of carrots we could pull out of this bed. And also, this bed of carrots, I planted 2 varieties that I never grew before. One of them is called the Parisian market carrot, which I just accidentally pulled one out of the ground. And this might be the ultimate kind of carrot for rocky compacted soils or raised beds that like these that are in their first year that haven't developed a deep not a very loose soil. Look how cool this Parisian market carrot is. Almost reminds me of a radish or something like that, like the carrot version of a radish. These are apparently popular in France, and from what I've read, they're popular among chefs. These are supposed to have very intense flavor, as you can imagine, because all of the sweetness and everything is just getting absorbed into this little bulb of a carrot. So half of this bed is the Parisian market carrot, this guy. And the other half of this bed, because I ran out of these seeds, I just had a little pack of seeds that I got from Baker Creek a long time ago. And I used these. And the other half is called Royal Chardonnay, I believe it's called. So that's a more traditional kind of carrot. Never grew that one before. We're gonna harvest this whole bed here and see how much carrots we could pull out of this 18 square foot bed. So let's get to it. All right, so I'm gonna start on this left side of the bed because I remember that that's where I planted these Parisian market carrots. And for my bunches for the market, I like to, well, I never grown some like these, but when I have a smaller sized carrot, like more of a baby carrot, I'll put more of them in a bunch, like at least like 12 of them. So that's probably what I'm gonna do with these little guys. I'm gonna put 12 of them together into a bunch and bring them to the market on Friday, and I'm very, very excited to do that. These are so easy to pop out of the ground. Sometimes I notice they also have very strong tops, so they're easy to pull. A lot of other carrots I've been growing that aren't heirloom varieties, like this one is. This is an heirloom carrot. The heirloom carrots seem to have stronger greens and stems, and they're easier to grab and pull. A lot of the other more hybrid varieties of carrots have thinner stems, and they break a lot easier if you pull them the wrong way when you're harvesting, so you have to be careful. But these being such, rounded, small roots, they just pop right out of the ground. So that's pretty easy. So here we go. Let's go. You can usually tell that carrots are ready to be harvested when you can see the shoulders of the carrot popping out of the ground. It's a good sign to tell you that they're probably ready to be picked. So that's what I'm doing here. Some of these are a little funny looking. Oh man, look at that. I think I got about 10 of them there. They look so cool, like this is so cool. I hope that people at the market don't think that these are weird, because these are kind of a neat carrot you don't see every day. And I like bringing unique stuff like this to the market. It does kind of look like little radish versions of a carrot, which is cool because I grow a lot of those too. So this harvest was kind of disappointing because I planted 2 different kinds of carrots in this bed. Now the ones that I planted, these Parisian market carrots here, which look awesome, I didn't seem to plant as many of them as I thought. And because I planted 2 different varieties in this bed, they both have different dates to maturity, which can be kind of annoying when you make a plan for this bed, because this bed, by the looks of the greens, it looks like all of these carrots should be done growing. But this other half of the bed, this Royal Chardonnay carrot, which I think is supposed to grow to about 5 inches, but kind of thicker carrot, they look like they take a little bit longer to mature than the Parisian market carrots, like 55, 60 days. This might have been one that was over 70 days, looking back. And that's something you need to think about when you're planning for garden successions. You're better off planting all the same variety of carrots. And of course I didn't do that because I ran out of these Parisian market carrot seeds. But I wish I had some more, because they were really, really pretty and unique. And I hope people like them at the market, because I'm going to bring, looks like I'm going to have like 3 bunches of them I'm going to bring to the market on Friday. But pretty sure nobody else is going to have these kind of carrots at our farmer's market. So if anybody buys these that watches my videos, let me know if you like them, because I'll buy more of these seeds next year and bring them more often to the market, because they're kind of fun to grow and I like having them. But yeah, some of these Royal Chardonnay carrots don't look like they were all the way done growing. They don't look terrible in size, but I'm going to try to see if I can get any more of them that are a little bit bigger on the other side here. I gotta say, very disappointed by that bed. I was a lot more excited. For whatever reason, it looks like only the front half of the bed looks like they got enough sunlight to grow into full size, and the back half of this bed, for whatever reason, grew a lot smaller. Maybe from the shade of the greens that were in the front of the row. I don't know, but for some reason there's very uneven growth there. But for some of these Royal Chardonnay carrots that did grow somewhat full size, they look pretty nice. They're not as they're like fat kind of, they're obviously bigger than the Parisian market carrots, but their own kind of unique kind of carrot here. Tell this is an heirloom. Very cool. I wish I just had more to show you. There's a pile back there of all baby carrots. Some of them are even too small for me to put in bags for the market, so oh well. I needed to get them all out of this bed anyway, because I had plans to plant something else on September 1st, which is coming up very soon. So I'm going to get these out. We're going to be planting some romaine lettuces in this bed. And yeah, I was just hoping for more carrots, man. Oh well. So that I don't want to end this video on a bad note, because I was really feeling good about this bed, and that just surprised me that was kind of a failure, even though I got 3 or 4 nice bunches of those Parisian market carrots, but that was it. Oh, that's just a shame that didn't work out. But here is something that did work out. Our bed of onions here turned out fantastic, and I think the key to the success in this bed with the onions was staying on top of the weeds and I fertilized 2 or 3 times with bone meal and kind of hilled up in between the rows, and I think that definitely helps get you some really nice roots. Now these, you're supposed to wait until something like this happens here, where I'm actually gonna pull this one, when the greens fall over like this. That's a sign that the onions are ready to be harvested. This is a really nice storage onion, Rosa di Milano. This could feed us for several months. I don't think that I grew enough onions in this bed, at least for me, because I eat so many onions. I didn't grow enough to feed us for a year, But maybe if I did 2 or 3 more of these beds, I would have grown enough onions, definitely, for our family. But I have a whole bed of these that I'll be harvesting in a few days. Some of the red ones looks like they're ready, but some of these Rosa di Milan, these yellow ones are called Alsa Craig, and these can get really, really big, and they're still growing. So I might give them a few more days, but I also have plans to plant something else in here, and I think it's going to be spinach. I have to check my notes, but these have to come out in a few days, but very happy with how these look. Another success here has been green beans, and something I experimented with earlier in the year. I did, I think I did 4 rows of green beans in this 3-foot wide bed, and that did not work out well. However, in this bed, you might not be able to tell because they grew so wide, but I only did 2 rows, one on this side and one on this side, which is good for 2 reasons. One, it's a lot easier to harvest because both rows are on the outside of the bed, and 2, it helps them create a really good healthy plants, airflow, and I think I'm getting more beans, better yield. I already harvested 5-quart containers for a farmer's market last week, and I'm going to be harvesting more of these yellow wax beans for market this week on Friday. And there's some bug damage on some of the leaves, but they're actually looking very good. They're still performing. There's a lot of yellow beans in there, so that's a success. I also experimented with 3 rows on that bed right behind these that you can't even see because this one was planted first, and I'm going to experiment and document which got better yields. 3 rows or 2 rows of green beans on a 3-foot wide bed, so to be determined, but they both look very healthy so far. All right, guys, that's going to wrap up this video on harvesting this bed of carrots. What could have been? Look at the green. The greens are so huge, and the carrots just didn't grow like I hoped they would. But if I had grown this whole bed of those Parisian market carrots, I guarantee this would have been the best harvest of the year for carrots. And I really believe that those Parisian market carrots are maybe the best kind of carrot to grow in a raised bed because they don't care about those compacted rocky soils. Although I really did amend this bed with a healthy amount of compost, I still think those Parisian market carrots might be the best kind of carrot to grow in a container because they take less than 2 months, or about 2 months, in perfect conditions, and they're really pretty and unique, and that's fun. That makes gardening fun when you're growing unique things that you don't ever really see at the store. So definitely going to be growing more of that variety. Anyway, that's going to wrap up this video. Hope you enjoyed this update. If you did, give this video a thumbs up. Subscribe to our channel for more videos like this one, and we'll see you in the next one. Take care.